So, yesterday was the 4th of July, which is, of course, American Independence Day. And someone had challenged me a while ago, in counter to one of my cocktails called the Liberal, to make a drink that sort of reflected a slightly different political viewpoint. And he suggested the Lady Liberty, which we're going to make today. And of course, I agreed. And I would have made it yesterday, but instead of making cocktails, I was watching cocktails from a safe distance and making burgers and other things that comprise 4th of July celebrations here. But it did get me to thinking about liberty, and I'm not sure that those people that at the start of the Republic were saying give me liberty or give me death thought that would mean a bunch of allegedly grown-up men and women running around saying no, my liberty is way too important. I will not wear a mask. No big government is going to tell me what to do, even though it might help save thousands of lives. But who am I to say that? Maybe that's all exactly what they meant, right? Anyway, let's get on with the cocktail. Politics aside here slightly, this is actually going to be a delicious green-coloured cocktail that somewhat reminds me of as I'm sure the inventors of the cocktail thought as well, reminds me of the oxidized colour of the Statue of Liberty for which this drink is named. But surprisingly, for such a patriotic sounding drink, there's not a lot of actual American ingredients here, although the main one really is. We're going to have 2 ounces of Havana Club silver rum, and even though it's called Havana Club, it's not from Cuba, it's from Puerto Rico. So it is American, although Puerto Ricans are American but can't actually vote in elections. So, maybe that's another conversation about liberty as well. But anyway, that is the big American ingredient there, Caribbean ingredient there. And then it takes a couple of other things as well. And the first one is more Frenchified. And it starts to give us that green colour that I'm talking about. It's the only naturally green liqueur in the world, which is green Chartreuse, so French, but that's kind of appropriate because the Statue of Liberty was, of course, given to America by France, which is funny that then somehow the French became the cheese-eating surrender monkeys after refusing to go to war with the coalition of the willing. So, yeah, complicated relationship there, clearly. Next ingredient, another 1/4 ounce this time, so go with a 1/4 ounce of green Chartreuse, 1/4 ounce of maraschino liqueur. So this one also from Europe, but Croatia rather than France. There's a 1/4 ounce of that in there, like so. And then we're going to go for lime juice. So this I'm not doing freshly squeezed, sorry, not sorry. But this is Florida lime juice. So again, another American ingredient. So maybe I'm staying fairly patriotic here. And it takes 1 ounce of lime juice. And then another ounce, we're going to balance that with a little bit of sweet with our orgeat syrup, which is almond syrup, of course, name's French. Sorry about that, people, but there we go. 1 ounce of that delicious syrup, like so. And then the final ingredient is a splash, and just a splash of absinthe, or absinthe in English, the crazy liqueur that was banned here for a long time. But it's quite overpowering. If you don't have this though, you could maybe use Pernod or Ouzo or some other aniseedy, licoricey sort of spirit, which would work well. But just a splash, you don't want to overpower it. Just a little bit like so. It's just a dash. And then we shake that up. And then strain it into a Collins or tall glass already filled with ice, like that. Oh, it's a gorgeous colour. It really does remind you of the colour of the Statue of Liberty. Well, sort of. It's green, right? And the only garnish we're going to have on this is a wheel of lime, just to look pretty on the side, and I'm sure we know it's a cocktail now. And let's see what we've got. Oh, that's good. And I feel much more free already.